Welcome Black to Two Black Sports Talk. Today we're going to talk about Jrue Holiday and his wife, because his wife is upset with the Milwaukee Bucks, the way he was traded. And so this conversation is going to be very, very, very eye-opening, because when it comes to the business of the NBA, players will say a championship is more important than money. But when the organizations say a championship is more important than you and your family, what they mean is that they will ship you out to secure a better opportunity at winning a championship. And so while you believe that loyalty to this business is important, you are dispensable, you are replaceable. When they no longer have use for you, they will move you to another team, they will waive you, they will cut you. So I'm going to read what she said. This is Lauren Holiday, because she didn't like what happened. She didn't like the way the Milwaukee Bucks handled business, the way that business people handle business. And let's read it. Wednesday, my husband took a nap. He woke up to news that he had been moved. No warning, no heads up, not even a conversation that it could be a possibility. Just, it's done. Now move on, because it's not personal, it's business. I'm reading this from Lauren Holiday. And she continues, I'm not sharing this to say we are entitled to anything. I'm sharing this to say we are human beings whose kids develop friendships with other kids in our community. We are people who value family and friendships and invest in the cities we play in. We don't just take from the city we play in, we give to the city we play in, and we give our all. So yes, this is more than business. Not because we're offended by it, but because we are people, we're humans, we have relationships, dreams, and a connection to where we play. As I write this, we are grieving the loss of that while celebrating the hope and the joy of what's ahead. The growth is in allowing ourselves to feel this pain now and turn it into power for how we move forward. That's who we are, and that's who we always will be. Okay? She wants us to have empathy. She wants us to have empathy for her and her family. Now, this is all fine and dandy. But Jrue Holiday, let's look up how much money he's made in his career. Let's look it up. Let me pull this up. Because if community was that important, and he was already talking about retiring, career earnings over the course of his career, Jrue Holiday has made $219 million. Okay? $219 million. Let's cut that in half. Taxes. So we're at, what is this? 108 million. 109 million, excuse me. 109.5. $109 million. And I bring that up because, well, if you guys didn't want to leave Milwaukee, you could simply retire from the NBA. If you don't want to leave Milwaukee, you could say, you know what? We like where we are. We've made our money, and we're going to stay here in Milwaukee. In fact, you know what? They could also say, you know what, our family, the children, will stay and we'll fly out to visit dad. They could say that. There's a lot of ways they can do this because most of us, regular working class folks, will never, have never made $200 million. We'll never make it. We'll never touch it. That's the majority of us. I'm sorry if you believe the hype, but you're not going to make $200 million. And somehow, in some way, you're going to survive. You're going to be happy. You're going to celebrate your family. You're going to take care of your family. You'll have children. You'll pass on, and the next generation will follow in your footsteps. But when people who have resources, significant resources, people in the 1%, who don't need to work, are asking for empathy because now they have to move, I'm always confused because you don't have to move. You don't have to move. You could retire. Jrue Holiday could say, you know what? I don't want to move my family again, so I am retiring from the NBA. He could absolutely do that, but they're not. And this is not saying that I don't have empathy for Jrue and his family. I am simply saying, if the Milwaukee community was that important to you, you would not leave. And we'll also say, this is not the first time Jrue has been traded. He's played for the 76ers. He's played for the Pelicans. And now he's with the Bucks. Now he's with the Celtics. Let's also look at the distance from Boston to Milwaukee. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. It is, drum roll, it is a 16-hour drive from Boston to Milwaukee. 16-hour drive. Private jet, you can make that happen. It's not very affordable to be chartering private jets. But if they really, really, really wanted to stay in Milwaukee, I am sure they could figure it out. Even if it's just, you know what, I'm going to play this last season, and then after this season, I'm going to retire. So military families do it all the time. That military personnel is deployed. Their family will stay back and wait for them to come home, if they come home, or the family will go with them. But when you have resources, when you have millions, you have options. And the option they have, the option that he has, is to retire from the NBA and keep their roots and stay in Milwaukee with their friends, with the relationships that they have established. He's not obligated to go to Boston. They want to go to Boston. They don't have to go. He's already solidified his place as a one of the most underrated players. I'm not gonna say he's one of the greats. Let's not go there. Let's not go there with Jrue Holiday. We're not gonna call him one of the best to ever play this game. We're not doing that. That's not what we're about to do. But he has solidified his place as being respected by his peers, and I think that that speaks volume more than an all NBA team, more than an all-star selection, more than an NBA championship. When players talk about Jrue Holiday, the level of respect and reverence that they have for Jrue Holiday, everybody speaks highly of him. And that And that is priceless. As an athlete, to have the respect of your peers, knowing that you are a dog and that you are one of the best to play this game, not from a number standpoint, but just from a ballers, from an impact standpoint. When you're playing against Jrue Holiday, you know he's going to bring it. So that's all I have for y'all. The NBA is a business. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is 2 Black Sports Talk. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We are building something special over here. I want you all to be a part of this. We are building something special on this YouTube platform. We just getting started. I will see you on the next one. Peace.